Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Awesome.
Alright, this is Claymore, and I'm casting with Sleepy. Sleepy, yeah?
Hi Claymore, how are you doing?
Yes, this is a DotA is hard in-house match.
Yes, Yep. Now guys, look here, basically it's our first time casting, so basically don't expect too much. Same thing with these guys here, they're just starting off playing Dota 2. A lot to learn from both teams, so, they have two very good captains leading this match, so, keep your eyes on them. We'll try our best to, take a look at all the actions around the map, but, if we don't catch everything, please do apologize, and just enjoy.
Yeah. Am I in control of the camera here?
I think, yes, you do have charge of the camera, yes.
Alright, well,
Reserve time.
try and keep the camera on relevant. Alright, so we're waiting on our first ban here from EJ. EJ and Project.
How do you think this game is gonna fold out? Like, what composition do you reckon they're gonna pick? Like, will there be a lot of AoE, or are they gonna go DPS?
I don't know. They'll probably just end up, because most of these players know each other, so they'll probably just be banning characters that they know the opponent play well.
Yeah,
like there's
definitely.
an Undyne. EJ can play Undyne well. Oh, he got banned. Also, he's a really strong trailing hero.
I guess we won't see much until the first hero is picked, eh?
Yeah. And we got an Invoker ban.
Dire team ban.
That's gonna change mid game a lot, especially with that Invoker. If one of the players can play it well, it can change the match very, very much. So that's a very important ban.
Yeah, he's a strong mid hero. And it's a Tidehunter ban. Tidehunter has some very strong AoE, his ultimate.
Yeah, especially with his Kraken shell, it does defer a lot of the damage incoming from other heroes, and that's slow as well. That using with his gush is pretty powerful.
Yeah, it is. Oh yeah, we have a bounty hunter pick out first.
Bounty hunter. Do you reckon he's gonna go off lane, solo top? Solo bot.
Yeah, well in the last game he was run as a solo long lane by one of the players, which worked out okay.
Yeah, especially with the with the escape mechanism, he can afford to stay on the off lane very safely.
Yeah.
Unless they do pick a counter.
Yeah, well picking him this early is sort of asking to have someone with Revelation to be picked by the opposing team.
Yeah, very risky move indeed, but we'll see what the Radiant has to offer.
I mean, if he does come up against on a 1v1 lane on long lane, his crit attack is really gets quite strong quite quickly, and it's completely reusable, no mana cost.
Yeah, of course, it just all depends on how he chooses to play and who he's laned against, and we have a pick from Lion. So we've got a Lion on the other team that can prove to be pretty troublesome in team fight, especially with that Hex and Stun.
Oh yes, any squishy heroes will be fearing the finger of death.
Keeper of the light.
But it looks like they're going for their support,
Team pick.
which is normally how it goes.
So we've got Keeper of the Light here. Whoever he's lane with is going to have basically unlimited mana. So we might be able to see something like a PL that can spam his spell. We've got a Savannah as well. So 3 melee from the Dire and 2 range intel from the Radiant.
Radiant team ban.
There we go. There we have that counter there from BH. Gonna be very, very interesting.
And if he keeps himself positioned well, like make sure he's because Bounty Hunter can be quite strong when you just simply use the invis for the extra opening attack damage and don't use it to navigate yourself around.
I guess it just depends on how this lion plays. Like if he aims the Bounty Hunter first, if he gets Hex and then Slaughter chuck an amplified damage on him, he can't really do much in terms of invisibility. Like he lose that the surprise mechanism that Bounty Hunter has. So picking him first, I reckon that was a big mistake.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be trouble for Bounty.
We're also seeing ban from the DotA with SS. So they're trying to deter that push, because as you can see on the Radiant's team, they have Keeper of Light, very powerful pusher. If they have another Shadow Shaman, it's going to be very troublesome for the DotA. So good ban from there. I'm just waiting to see some AoE pop out.
Radiant team ban.
Yeah, picking their carries this early on is a good idea. It's allowed them. Yeah, it'll allow them to counterpick them quite easily. Like, I mean, Sven is generally played as a carry these days, but I mean, he can go into the support.
Yeah, of course. It just all depends on what item he comes down to, and we have the DK ban, which is also powerful. They're actually looking, very closely at what the other team is doing in terms of the pushing mechanism that the Radiant has. Because if there's a DK, they can probably push the first tier tower within the first 10-15 minutes, depending on how fast that DKs get to level 6. Along with Keeper of the Light, they can just wipe out whole wave so fast.
Yeah, that would be a scary early game push, but I mean, they have both Magnus and Sven, which can, if needed, clear up pretty quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Reserve time.
Waiting for the Radiant next pick. There we go.
Oh, we got a Pugner. So Pugner is really strong against a whole host of heroes, so if they do pick some of the characters, Pugner is a...
Do you think we're going to see another AM this game? Considering how many squishy heroes there are in the Radiant team?
Yeah. Well, there might be another AM.
5 seconds remaining.
Because during the last game, it did counter the BH very well.
Reserve.
Yeah, it did go quite well. I think perhaps if Bounty Hunter had got some
Team pick.
points in his critical strike a bit quicker, it probably turned it.
It's all going to be about lane control. Need someone to counter that BH on top, and everything should be pretty balanced from the look of it. Still not really any AoE from your team. I guess the AoE with Magnus is pretty hard to hit. Like unless you skill 2 or 3 heroes, and they won't be that effective, and can be very easily countered by Slaughter or Lion.
Reserve time.
Yeah, looks like we're yet to see mid heroes being picked.
Yeah. There we go.
Radiant
There's our first mid hero. We got a Rubik.
Oh, that could be scary. Stealing a Magnus ultimate. Oh,
Yeah.
and Bounty Hunter's track.
I guess any of the
Taking the
heroes, any of the heroes on the Radiant team can get their skill stolen, and it's going to be very painful for them, especially with 7 stun. That is an AoE stun, and the Magnets ulti or Dazzle's ulti as well, or even the Shadow Grave. So there we go. Picked on rating, we have Lion, Keeper of the Light, Slaughter, Rubik, and Razor. On the die, Bounty Hunter, Magnus, Sven, Dazzle, and Jakiro. So
I'm interested
see how
to see
the
what
game
the lanes are
put
going to
up.
be.
Yeah.
But I guess they're gonna send a bounty hunter mid, I suppose, and have they could run what a Dazzle could babysit Sven, possibly, and then have a Magnus, or maybe Trilane, but then Dazzle would.
See how we go. Only one more hero to be picked, and the game has started, ladies and gentlemen. How this game turns out.
Prepare for
Have the
battle.
camera, or I have the camera?
Okay. I'm not sure. I'm gonna go ahead and move my camera about anyway. So it looks like we have EJ going mid as Magnetor. He's got his stat items, odds for room. He's kept a whole 350 gold for a early bottle.
We're not seeing any team gank for the rune at this stage. Everyone's gone to the respective lane. Again, BH is gonna be off laning, and the Magnus going mid. So on the other hand, the Dyers is actually is pairing up for either a gank or a tri-lane at bot. It looks like it's going to be a gank for the ruin down here. Hey, look, I can draw on the map.
Oh yeah, you can. Can you? Yeah, they might. But it looks like they're hanging about for their creep wave.
Yeah, unlike Dota 1, you know, it's not really feasible for you to block the easy lane anymore. So you're better off actually going for the rune and checking what's there, and hopefully land a kill if you have your teammates with you. Alright, we see here. Okay, the die is just pairing something.
We have some aggressive position. Keepers get out there.
Radiant is just bunching up at mid, just waiting for the creep wave to spawn. No wards from the Radiant.
Oh yeah, this ward here, it actually blocks both camp and the camp above it. Which, I mean,
it's a very important play.
Yeah, it will stop, but they don't have a jungler, so it's not gonna really help them. Like, it's not gonna stop anyone from farming, and it's gonna give away the ward.
Yep.
Because as soon as you see both of them block, pretty much no.
So with that Coddle and bot lane, we're gonna see that, you know, that bottom tower might drop fairly quickly. It just depends on how they choose to counter it. Especially with the Lion as well, he can just hex and stun, and Coddle can just let off the illuminate and just basically wipe the whole team down to lower than half health.
Yeah. Also, with the Radiant tri-lane down here not having any wards, they're just gonna get pounded by this Coddle. Quite mediocre vision.
They're basically just playing blind at bot.
Yeah, it's probably not a good.
Going to be very crucial that, you know, one of the intel hero from the Radiant just need to grab that ward ASAP before something bad happens.
Missing bottom.
But at the moment we can see Magnus mid lane, carrying with the CS70, followed by the Coddle, or at the moment Razor is also on the same level, so 4 to 6. Denying quite a bit at top, being range hero, it is a bit easier for him to deny the creep from BH, so he's going to have a bit of a hard time there trying to last hit.
Yeah, but he does have the advantage of harassing him heavily. Now, send him back with
so, a lot of action. We might see a first blood. No, he gets away. He gets away. Very lucky. You know, having to go down that low, he does use all his regen. And with the chickens being used, he can't quickly regenerate himself, with buying items and bringing up top, because, you know, the chicken is being utilized by other teammate.
Yeah, it's gonna be keep himself up. Might get
Alright, some action here, we might see a first blood.
Got an exchange, got a stun out from Slider, Sven.
So, especially with that heal from Dazzle, that heal, the damage is based from how much their teammate get healed. So, if they are close enough, that might be able to deal a lot of damage towards the other team, especially with squishy heroes like Lion and Coddle. If they don't stand back, they're going to be in trouble.
Oh yeah, if they get surrounded by creeps, it is a lot.
So Magna's leading the chart with 11 to 1 CS.
Again, yeah. Rubik's not doing too bad. He got 7-0. Hasn't got any denies, but he's
On the top
decent
lane here, we have a pause. Yeah. But, you know, as I was saying, top lane, basically the two heroes are just exchanging damages and healing up and trying to get as many creep as they can. While we see a fair bit of action. Same with mid. Basically, they're playing pretty passively. All the action seems to be at mid, where you know they have offensive wards up, just to block those creep, just to deter this event from actually farming or pulling, or stacking those creep wave for later on. You know, when he does get his cleave out, it's going to be very effective in the jungle.
Yeah, hopefully we do see some stack. But I mean, for now they've had their and oh no, they have a rune. Have you seen any rune control?
I actually haven't seen any of the mid heroes move from their mid lane. I can't actually see a rune on bot.
No...
I'm pretty sure there's one at top.
So currently we're going to have a high level. Oh, okay. Might be a fight for rune.
So Rubik picks up that illusion. It's going to be very, you know, useful for him to spam his telekinesis. No, Fade Bolt. Sorry.
Oh, we might have an out of position keeper here. Yeah, stun out hits two of them, followed up by a nice path.
Oh,
Quite low.
so it looks
They've got
like
their movement speed to follow up with. But
okay, looks like he's going to get away. Event doesn't have enough mana for a stun. Or no.
Nice path miss. He's been
miss
stunned in tower range.
Okay, looks like both teams going to get away there.
How's the top lane? Top lane's a pretty even exchange. Rayo Razor's winning. Gonna have a bit of an experience.
Yeah, you know, in terms of although Razor does have 10 denies, BH does manage to get, you know, 14 creep kills. But you know, the bad thing is, you know, Razor is getting that extra XP because the creep that he's trying to hit is not being denied because BH, you know, is having so much trouble keeping his HP up to do anything.
Yeah, well I mean, like,
So
yeah,
there's some
we
action
have...
of bot. Yep, sorry, go ahead.
Okay. Well, yeah, it looks like it's pitted out. With like, we have Razor here with just like the single health salve. If this bounty hunter was to sink a few more points with this crit passive, he could like harass him out of thing quite quickly.
Yep.
It is a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Like, completely sustainable.
But no, BH here has opted to go for the toss. Therefore, he won't land, you know, that much damage on the Janata to deal enough damage to actually push the Razor back for it, so he can farm.
Yeah. I mean, but we'll give him like some nice nuking potential if you want. Oh, here we go. Yeah, he is. He's deep. Bottom lane. So hopefully we'll see a kill here.
Gonna see might be able to see a gank here. Again, that toss is doing, you know, 225 damage. We might see a second kill. There we go. No,
track.
Looks like he's gonna get away, getting stunned. The rest of the team, no. Ice is gonna miss,
unlucky.
and
like
we get no kill. Did I miss the first blood?
Yeah, I know. I noticed that before. Was it Lion died?
If someone doesn't go top soon, that Razor's going to get fairly farm. When he gets his Vanguard, he's going to be very tanky and hard to kill, especially with his static link.
Yeah, I mean, like,
deal a lot
Dia's
of
doing the right
damage.
thing here. They've got they're against 4 players, so they're they're playing it safe, and they're going to get a bit of an XP advantage.
Yeah. The Dia is playing fairly safe as well. Although their ward has ran out, they don't have that vision anymore. Radiant's waiting for
looks like Keeper's
something.
running straight into a Jakiro, which
Oh, they just
they
totally
got
miss
a
each other.
stun coming out. Stun
Okay,
coming out
look like
from
we have an
Sen, hopefully,
engagement.
here to finish this. It's gonna get run out.
So it
Oh,
looks like the
that's
Savant's
unfortunate.
out of mana.
Yeah, he got. I like seeing Alex.
The Dazzle didn't do much there. If he actually jumped in and land in some right click, might be able to see a kill, but he wasn't doing much. Especially with the
No, that's a
Lion.
complaint. Complaint from Sven. Dazzle hasn't put any points into his poison yet. He opted for bounces and heal.
Oh, we see the Dia just getting a kill there. I think they just picked up the Magnus. We just missed that. The Razor did come up from top to gank, and I guess that's the whole point of Dota. It is a team game. You need to come to your teammate when they need you. You can't just sit in in your lane. That is a bit
Radiant's top
it's a bit hard if you do want to win a game. You need those kills, you need those extra gold and those extra XP, and you can't get ahead simply by just farming creep.
Yeah,
Bottom is missing.
yeah. Selfish farming is work out in.
Alright, we
Not
got an
often,
engagement here. Oh, looks like that Coddle's gonna get away. Lighting's gonna get picked off there.
Down.
Radiant's
We have a Slider out of position.
So
and
the Magnus is
gonna
coming
punish
down.
him. Oh, that's an interesting skill.
Yeah,
In the kill there.
got 2 kills. So they managed to pick up two of the squishy hero from the Dia. And again, as I said, coming up randomly like that, does give the element of surprise. Especially with a tri-lane bot. With a tri-lane bot, you can't really do much, like keep an eye on mid and stuff like that. So good move by Magnus by going to bot.
Yeah, tri-laning can be quite attention. Perhaps I was just.
Okay, we do see another strategic wards here from the Dia. And this ward here as well, it's also going to save them from getting ganked. Alright, another
but we have an
engagement,
exchange.
and look like Coddle's going to get picked off again.
Oh,
So Magnus going to tower dive and hopefully can kill. Oh, and he
gets
lands a
picked up.
kill and he gets away safely, barely, with just. Although he popped his heal, now the bottle, and another
Lion
kill.
silence.
bottom tower
Missing
is under
bottom.
And this is a great time for them to actually dive the tower and trying to, get that extra gold for the team. It is an extra 200 gold each person and 450 if the last person just, land the last hit. Again on top, BH got tracked, so now he's going to know where that Razor is every single minute of the game.
Yeah. I mean, talking about teamwork, it looks like bot needs, and I think Rubik's
Yeah.
had the call. He took the mid tower, I think, while they were fighting, so that's given them.
So that does counter off the death a bit. But by looking at the gold graph, we see that the Dia is ahead by 1,000 gold, so that Razor is farming fairly well. Again with XP, they're 1,000 XP ahead as well.
Top is missing.
So we have a Rubik coming
Bottom.
bot
they
for a
jungle.
gank, and hopefully they can catch someone from the behind. And he has DD also. That Dazzle is going to run right into him. Get telekinesis.
forward back,
That
there's the
Lion's
Lion
going to
follow-up
stun.
stun.
Oh, that Lion.
Kinda stun out.
Perfect execution by that Jakiro with that ice path.
Oh, Sven's running, gonna.
I look like this event's going to get picked off. Magnus is coming for his aids. Look like they're both going to get away. Very
Magnus
close,
didn't
very
put any
close
points in his
game.
ult, so he's got nothing to stop them.
And that event does
And he's
get
skewed
picked off
out.
eventually. That Lion's quite low, so BH could have done a lot there if he was around, but at the moment he's still chasing it up. Looked like they were going to get away safely.
Yeah, it would have been nice to see a bit of a nerf. Yeah, so it's always a really good idea to have at least one, maybe two TP.
That Razor's
get
just
to
farming away at top, 66-21. You know, he's
looks like
he's
we have a kill
taking
from Bounty
most of
Hunter
the XP. Oh,
Yep,
Bounty
they got
Hunter lands another one.
That's gonna give him a bit of gold. I mean, hopefully if he starts ganking effectively, that track ability.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if what Razor's doing is worth it. His team is getting killed 7-2. They're 5 kills behind. Although they do have a tower, they're about to get another one at top here. No one's defending it. He's gonna get fairly fat. Already has his phase boot. You know, is going. By the look of his item, he's going for a Yasha, but
Yeah.
You know, what do you think? What do you think is gonna get turned into? Manta? It's a Manta.
Yeah. I mean, well, I don't think he's gonna go for a Sanjin Yash. I don't think the slow worked out too well.
Another engagement, but look like BH is gonna pick him off. Oh, not enough mana. There we go. 7 lands that stun. And Rubik does end up stealing Shadow Walk. Gonna be a bit troublesome later on. Here we go. Here we go. Project Swift coming down with Razor. The cleanup crew is here. So he stole what 33, 20 damage maybe, but that's all gone now. Rubik was Shadow Walk, although he doesn't have any mana. They are trying so hard to get this tower down. Lion's just free farming mid. I don't know why. He should just come bot and just help his team. But
I'm not sure. I think he might be trying to get his ult. He's like 6 experience off though.
There we go. He does have his ulti now. Yeah, the gold graph again leaning towards the
light here. He got saved by some from Slaughter. Turning the favor.
There we go. And BH is gonna get picked off. Okay, so kills. Yeah. There we go. We might see Apollo. Oh, might see an ulti from Magnus. No, he does not get away.
50 seconds on cooldown.
50-second cooldown. Savan's
gonna
here.
Take on 4 heroes.
10 second. No mana. So, you know, that Coddle of Keeper of the Light is doing a fair bit to deter this Savan from getting any kills. And is Savan's gonna get away? No, he's get picked off. Okay, almost a team wipe there. You know, the die got fairly low. If Magnus has that ulti on him before, it would have been a different situation.
This bounty hunter might be able to clean up a little bit.
There we go.
Heroes about. I don't think he wants Slider's ult on it.
So looking at the XP graph, 7.5k more experience than the rating the Dire has. In terms of gold, we're looking at like almost 6,000 gold difference as well. Look like this ladder isn't going to get away that easily. No, maybe that. Oh, yes, and he does get away. So these guys better pull back before something bad happens. So static link on the Magnus. Like, okay, this Razor's going to pick up another one.
I know he has picked up Sanjin Yash.
So he does have SNY. So that does give him that extra movement speed, along with his phase boot. I don't think anyone can outrun him.
Well, yeah, I mean, the opposing team has what mainly melee damage, like a lot of melee damage, and if you can keep the sort of positioning control, like a bit of extra movement speed and some that static lane, going to be able to drain all.
That's right. Also got that Ring of Aquila. It's gonna, you know, let him spam his plasma field and Eye of the Storm as well. Especially with a hero like Razor, it doesn't take up that much mana to use his skill. His mana pool is quite high for an intel hero as well. Only 200 below the Rubik. So a big advantage for him with that Ring of Aquila as well.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
So they just dropped another tower.
Yeah. A lot
this-
of resistance there. But I mean, apart from Zen Stun, Magnus's, was it wave? They don't have too much. Oh, actually, Shakira should have really.
Well, you know, it's a good thing now they changed it so if you actually walk into the ice path, you do get stunned now. Unlike before, if you know he missed that ice path, you don't get stunned even if you walk into him later on. So that could prove to be an advantage for the Radiant.
Wow, we've got Razor on 700 gold per minute now.
I didn't come here.
He's just rolling in.
Anyway, it looked like to see this Coddle's going to get picked off. Ice Path does hit.
Yeah,
There we go.
I don't think he's going in.
And he dies. Razor's back to farming at the top though. And it looked like this slider is also going to get picked off. He uses stun. He might be able to get away. Amplified damage on BH. He has no mana. Can't really do much anyway. Razor's just farming away. 92 creeps to 21 denies. So we see
Right now, this Sven really.
some things
they
need
need
to be
a-
done with that Razor.
Yeah, I
level
mean-
15. The second highest level to that is level 10 from a BH. And in
Yeah,
terms
I
of
mean-
net worth, yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
go ahead. I keep on cutting you off, dude.
No, it's
Dire's
yeah. Well, I mean, Sven is really their only option to carry with. That. I mean,
Yeah,
but he hasn't got any points in wave either.
Yeah. So we do see this Coddle capitalizing on all the towers, especially if he chooses to push with his teammates. All of these tier 2 towers are gonna go down so fast, especially with that Razor. If he does, you know, get in there, kills all the creep, help clear the creep, they could get the tower down, and it's going to be a big advantage for him. But later on in the late game, if the Radiant does end up coming back and getting more kills, all the tier 1 towers, tier 2 towers, it's just basically free gold for them.
Missing bottom.
We've got 4 heroes at bot. They're thinking of pushing that bot tower. BH is just roaming. Barely has any mana at all.
Yeah,
I
he's
think they're gonna go for that Magnus.
yeah, Bounty Hunter is running around with like he has just invested in a Basilisk,
Is missing.
so he'll get to himself.
Missing.
Or he is sitting free and he's not.
Really unfortunate
Help out
that it's
quite a
not. Yeah, there's not much that he can do. All the squishy heroes are actually either lined up with someone or really far away from him. He could easily, you know, pick off that Coddle. Easily pick off that Coddle.
Look at
But-
these two guys. They're in the. But they've got no wards to see them, so.
And they're all traveling in pairs, so it's really hard to get picked off. Again, we see Razor up here just farming away. 9 kills to 0 with 4 assists. So major advantage for him. Look like he's gonna go for, say, BKB? Or a Desolator, what do you think?
Radiant's top tower is under
Who is this?
Razor.
Yeah, I think with there's many stuns as they do, and they have a little bit of.
Yeah, Razor's
probably
getting
would-
recall for this massive team fight in mid. Massive engagement.
Alright,
Lions
that's
down,
slow.
Magnus down. Look like this 7's gonna go down.
Might
Oh,
drop to dot.
not his lucky day.
Radiant's
Razor,
Splatter just got away.
400 damage coming out of Razor. 400 damage.
A successful,
Unstoppable.
a successful static link.
Very successful. Good choice on Cole in recalling him in as well. You know, that's basically just a free TP. A lot of map control from the DotA. You know, they have wards up everywhere. They have 1, 2, 3 towers down as well. So you know, it does give them a lot of room to farm up.
Yeah, that cuddle TP just gonna allow Razor to farm all he wants. Put it in, just like we saw then.
Almost
Quite
as good
easy for
as the whips.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Still, we see both teams no attempt at Roshan. Everyone's just doing their own thing, just farming up, trying to finish this game as soon as possible. Now, looks like they're gonna go for that tier 2 top. Only what, less than half HP. BH is here.
Okay, I think they're gonna
There we go. That
I
Razor
wouldn't be
is gonna get
surprised
picked off.
died here.
BKB pops off. Static link from on the Seven. Data comes in.
He's gonna turn around and hit.
He's gonna turn around basically. There we go. Magnus uses his ulti, gets 2 in it. Razor's still alive. He should turn around and start hitting him. The Razor should run away.
Yeah, he's
Seven, full mana, 3-second cooldown, and he's down. 700 gold to the Seven. 1,700. After that, still experience point is still about 11k towards the DotA. They are so ahead in terms of experience. Same with gold. Gold's been hovering around 7,000 to 8,000 gold. So not much different there in terms of gold.
Yeah, well, yeah, they've had the map control. They've definitely been taking advantage of it.
You know, after every of these engagements, whichever team ends up on top, a tower's gonna go down, and here we go.
Magnus took a keeper of the lights.
And that,
wow,
and he does go down. He does go down. That Lion getting picked off. Seven, good stun from Seven, got all 3 of them.
On the hills.
They should really be. They're all really low on mana. He should not stay there. I think there's a bit confusion there from the team. BH chilling at bottom, just trying to farm up. He's quite behind though. Only 43 last hit, even compared to a Rubik on the other team, which is an Intel hero, 66. Razor leading with 136, 23 denies. Instead of farming this, BH should really go on trying to pick off the Intel heroes. Work out so much better for him, because if they do decide to gank him before he ganks them, it's not going to work out very well.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, he could probably get his team a little bit map control, gank the opposing, but I mean they are sticking together quite well. They have a decent little bit of stable in case he does.
Here we go, we see an ulti popped up by Magnus.
And
Magnus get hexed. They're all gonna get away. And he skilled himself out. Razor's
getting beaten.
BKB popped. The Razor... Oh, Dazzle just standing back there supporting his team.
That's a
just
nice shallow
got
grave.
away. Very lucky. Seven stun and looks like this Razor is gonna go down. BH is gonna come in and finish it off. No matter, and BH does get picked off. That's so unfortunate. Looks like this Lion's gonna go to the tower and does get picked off as well.
Oh, Fraser's hanging around on 50 health. He's just asking to die.
Very risky, and he's also tracked. I guess he was just waiting for that.
But
that
he has a
tranquil
lot
boots.
of movement speed. He can bait them quite effectively. I mean, he had track on him. They could see him.
Yeah. Looks like this Kira
it's
is
a
also
Kira out
going to
of
get
position.
picked off.
Yeah, he got pulled out of position by that levitate. Oh,
Oh,
you see that?
Magnus just barely gets
skewer?
away. Yes.
That skewer with the mana drain on him.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Now I want to see it with the Bloodseekers. Rupture.
So with Kira down, they can try to push this tower without having that ice path to stop them from getting away later on. But Razor's gonna go top along with Slider, planning to gank on that Magnus, but they are not gonna do so. Lion again, just doing his own thing, just farming at bottom. Look like Magnus is gonna get away, very lucky there, only got away on 200 health. 2 hits and he would have died.
I don't think anyone's catching that Razor. Quick.
Yeah, quite a good team too. Slider and Razor together. Slider with his his sprint and Razor with the phase boot as well. As the Yasha does increase his movement speed. Like, he sees passive movement speed at the moment. You're looking at 334, and it's gonna add another 55. So
And
we're
his
getting
team comes
engagement
with
here.
They got Shallow
And look like
Grave,
that
and it's
Rubik is
in-
gonna go down. Shadowgrave is casted.
They got Rubik, but what, 2 ults? The 2 biggest ults.
Well, if you
But I
look
mean,
on the bright side, Rubik did end up stealing Magnus's ult, so I guess that was worth it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if they do come in confrontation, might have the advantage.
So kill score is fairly even at the moment, 20 to 22. Dai is leading by 2 kills. The Razor still leading by 500 gold per minute, followed by Seven. The rest of the players here sitting hovering on 180 to 200, 300 gold. Fairly even at this point, apart from that Razor.
If you have a look at the graphs, gold and experience slowly come back, gaining anyone.
Those first few kills at the beginning of the game did prove as an advantage for the Dire. They got the extra gold. They can afford to put the wards down and save themselves from getting ganked as well. And it actually forced BH to have to leave his lane to come down and left Razor with that free farm on top, which is proving pretty troublesome at the moment.
And Sven's all gank here. Oh no, Sven's back off. It's like mids
Again, guys,
Yeah, they're that tier 1 tower.
just waiting for that to drop. Still trying to defend it. And again, some of these players only just started out playing Dota, so don't expect too much from them. All fun and game here, so just a friendly game, friendly in-house game. And again, we are just starting out casting as well, so do forgive us if we do miss anything.
You have Razor pushing top lane again, which he can do freely. Keeper of the
And he's
Lights
also
teleport.
gonna head to mid to see if he can
teleported
pick
now.
off anyone getting teleported. I reckon if he came up from behind, it would have been a better result if his team charges and actually sandwiched them in between.
Yeah, possibly. If Radiant would have caught on though, they could lose their carry, their biggest.
Yep. Basically, all the ultis are up. Dazzle's
those
ult is
creeps-
up in 2 seconds as well.
Reeves must have.
There we go. Razor getting that Reaver. Very, very hard to kill now. 2,300 health. And you know, later on, if he does get that Vanguard, it's gonna be very tough for him to kill. I reckon they just finish the game with a Roshan after getting Roshan. They can just push it and try to end it as soon as possible. Because the longer you leave it, the harder it's gonna get. That Dazzle is gonna, if him or the Jakiro end up getting a Hex. There we go.
Wow.
We see a massive engagement here. 2 down.
I think both of those must have been crits because they just melted.
Yes.
Dire's middle tower.
And that Magnus has that blink. As I said, the longer they leave it, the harder it is going to get, because if they get a Hex on that Razor, it's going to be game over for the Dire. They really have any
out of
AoE.
position. But he's saved by a Sven.
Look like this tower is going to also go down. Trying to keep the pressure on. Going to be a tower for a tower, top tower, sorry, mid tower for a bottom tower.
Bottom tower.
Yeah,
Magnus TP,
well,
but
yeah.
it is a bit too late.
They got a tier 1 and tier 2 tower in exchange. But I mean, while they were also trying to push that tier 1 tower, they lost second tier 2 tower up top.
Yep. And especially with that Razor, getting all that extra gold, you know, is going to be a massive disadvantage for the Radiant. But, you know, after that team fight, we can see the difference in XP. Instead of being 8,000 XP behind, the Radiant's only about 4,500. And in terms of gold as well, they're only about 4,500 gold behind. So that turned out pretty well for them. They got 2 towers, 2 heroes. The Coddle putting up some wards,
Yeah,
planning to push
like they're out.
push top. We have an engagement. Coddle's gonna
A nice
Illuminating.
defensive stun from light.
that took away 300 cent. Beat from that. Magnus.
Oh, Razor. Oh, they're just gonna try and steal his ancient creep. Oh no, we've got 3 coming in.
Sven's gonna run in
Project
and
Swift.
stun. Track this
Might be
on,
enough to kill him. Oh,
and that Razor is gonna go down. No.
oh, he's got
No,
away.
he's getting away.
Okay,
His
that-
movement
this could
speed is so
backfire on
fast.
them now.
This slider. Turn around, get the slider, get the slider. Why are you running away? Get the slider. No, that's too late. That was about 10 seconds too late. He was
Like,
getting chased by that slider.
With those two committing to the ones running away, they've let the rest of their team take the full.
Yeah, exactly.
These other guys.
Oh, very nice shadow growth from Dazzle there. This lion's gonna go down. He's not gonna turn around. Oh, look like he's gonna commit.
Oh,
Gonna
he's
try
tracked
and
him
chase
back.
down. Okay, better run. Time to run. So many counter for that BH. Not much that he can do there. And it looks like he's going for a Shiver. No, Assault Curious.
Who's this?
That BH has gone for an Assault Curious.
Attack.
Has he?
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
He
that's
has
true.
a plate mail and a chain mail sitting in his base. Look like this Razor's gonna commit.
Well, I mean, the armor will help
Still no
negate
ulti.
some of the damage from
To the realm.
That was
and allow
350
allow-
damage.
Is under attack.
Still hasn't used his ulti as well.
Oh, we almost got a skewer on out of there. That could have.
We can see
looks like
total
the
map
Dire's
control
gonna
from the Dire.
Yeah, I mean, the Radiant have one ward out at the moment.
Is under attack.
It's right outside the Dire base, so they don't have any vision of.
Yeah, no defensive ward. Something here could help save
Yeah.
their life as well.
Yeah, hopefully they'll
Um,
look to put some more. I mean, Hopefully, if Sven can farm up his BKB, he'll be able to get rid of any static link.
Yeah. But you know, this
Damage
Calder
will be
is doing a great job in supporting his teammate, buying wards, clearing out those creeps, supporting them in team fights and stuff. So he is a major player in this game, especially with his mana leak as well. Sven couldn't do anything. The further he runs, there we go. As we can see, another mana leak from him. And
got a static link on Sven. Oh, he hasn't seen. He lost 112 damage.
There we go.
Has 500.
another stun.
Project
Looks like
Swift
this
without
Razor
his
is
BKB.
going to go down. There we go.
The
Rubik has a haste.
You,
Pretty
what's
hard
this?
to
You-
get him. Use your mana
don't-
boots. Use your mana boots.
I don't
There
think
we
Magnus
go.
realized his skill was so. He blinked with it 3 seconds ago and fell
Yeah.
in the skill.
But trade-off, 3 for none.
Radiant's top
Fairly good.
Yeah, this is
Let's-
definitely looking better. I mean, if
Yeah.
you have a look at the XP and gold graphs there,
Yeah,
That'll only
it's getting
2,000
pretty
up.
even.
Yeah.
Getting
It's-
pretty even as well. Because you know, at the moment, still no racks from the Dire, so all the ratings waiting for is for them to make a mistake, pick the whole team off, and go for that racks. And even if one racks can help them control one lane while they farm the other two.
yeah. I mean, it really won't be too hard for them to drop. If the Dire team stacks up a little bit and they manage to get a hero ult, have Sven come in and cleave the crap out of them,
Yeah.
then they could all go down quite easily. I mean, they definitely do have good map awareness, and they're not stacking up on top of one another.
It would have worked out better if that Sven does opt for that BKB before he finishes his data list, but now he's only about 1,100 gold, 200 gold away from his finishing his BKB. You know, already has his Mithril Hammer flying towards him and that Ogre's Axe. So just waiting for that recipe, 1,000 gold away. After that BKB, we're going to see a major game changer within team fights.
Yeah, when they have a Sven unleashed. Okay.
It is pretty hard to kill him now,
The
as
only
it
way
is,
they'll be able to hold him down at all.
is for someone to get a
Beacons.
Hex.
Yeah, does Hex go through BKB? I don't think it does.
No, Hex does not go through BKB, but
Yeah.
if he lands that Hex first, Lion has a Hex, but he's not really engaging any team fight. He's just there chilling, just farming up.
Yeah, well, it might be an idea to get maybe a PK on one of the stunners, like Lion or Slaughter, so they can get in and stun him, hopefully take him down. They can find him out of position.
Again, even if Slaughter, go for a Blink Dagger, would be a major advantage for him as well, as he can just blink in there, just stuns and then sprint out. Very low risk. There we go, here we go. We see Sven here, engaging.
Oh,
Magnus
There's
just
a-
missed his ulti completely.
yeah, that's so unfortunate. But he's.
Oh my god, that's
There we go, we have
almost
a
a
Sven-
wipe.
A Sven crit, holy shit.
Oh wow. 900 damage and the crit.
Oh, it's getting. The static link broke. Didn't take too much damage. I mean, this next creep wave, they're going to be able to absolutely.
He wiped
that
out
Terran
that
hard.
whole team in one hit.
Oh, I don't know about that BKB.
Massive turnaround. Here you see armor increase. He's sitting on 23, 26, almost 30 armor. It's gonna be so hard for them to kill him.
I don't. I get the feeling they should be trying to focus the tower down here. I don't
Yeah.
really see them getting.
That
any
tower
kills
is actually
with-
doing more damage than they think.
Radiant
Oh,
Again,
actually no. Swift is gonna go down.
he's gonna go down.
The Sven came back in on low health and started to clean up. I thought the Sven had left.
Yeah, but
He's
now
hanging
he's
about
here
on
trying to
600
focus
health.
down the tower.
Might have
Magnus
EJ
is
going down here.
oh,
Got a shallow grave out.
Magnus might be able to get away.
Stunned.
No blink, and
follow
he
up.
does end up dying there. Dazzle,
Dazzle couldn't do
will he
anything.
be able to get away? He
got,
got tracked. Okay, that illuminate didn't last long enough. But man, dude, did you see that? Sven just went in and just wiped the whole team.
Yeah,
I was
that's
looking
a
at his
dataless
damage.
crit.
Did you see how much he crit for?
No, I missed it.
Because I saw the damage. The damage was what 1,000 damage, and let's say if he crits, let me have a look. Daedalus crits for 240%, so 2.5 times 1,000. So that's 2,500 damage. One hit.
$2,500. I mean,
2,500 with cleave, because he was already sitting on 1,000 damage, and the Daedalus does crit for 240.
Alright, so 270.
Dire's middle tower is
Eight to-
Actually, it'll be more 3,000 because 100.
Oh no.
If-
I think it's just under 2k, isn't it?
Are you sure? Because it says here critical damage 240%. He was on 1,000 damage.
Oh, how
So
do you get
100% of-
1,000? Oh, Magnus, right.
He had
Magnus
Magnus.
is in power. Yeah.
He
okay.
had DD as well. He also had DD.
Did he? Fuck me.
He had DD. So we're looking at 3,500
wonder.
K damage.
Jesus Christ.
By looking at the graph now, they are 4,000 XP ahead. So, you know, massive comeback from the Radiant. Even gold as well. Not that far ahead, but you know, massive turnaround from before when the Dire was ahead. But you know, they could have just taken the chance instead of chasing here around. They could have so easily taken down that Rax, or at least even, you know, one of that barrack.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, look, that tower's on health. They won't even.
So this Rubik, we got two heroes on either side, both invis, running around waiting for something to happen. Garnett's trying to pick up the lion, and he does end up getting him off.
Yeah, Basta must have been fine.
Is that worth it though?
There's a bounty on.
It is gonna be a 1-for-1.
Yeah, I don't know if that's really a worthy exchange.
But that's event, it is sitting on 12 kill. Alright, Dire's gonna go for the Roshan. No wards from the Radiant, they don't know what's going on. He is dropping so fast. After this, they can force push that mid tower because that's the only tower that's remaining. And if they do it correctly, it could be a game over because obviously that Razor is gonna pick up that Aegis.
fallen to the Dire.
Yeah, but I mean, when Aegis activates, if they do kill him, he'll lose.
Yeah, he would lose that static link, and you know that is a 25-second cooldown. Not that long. It just depends on who he aims to link it on. Obviously, the Seven, if he doesn't die by then, but
Yeah, well, I mean, Sven's got his BKB now, so not as much of an target for.
well, unless he's gonna save it for the second fight when Razor gets back from death. BKB cooldown is fairly long also.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Very true.
So it is sitting on a 75-second cooldown at the moment. So both team just chilling in middle, waiting for one another to make a mistake, and
Bounty Hunter thought of it.
look like Savan's gonna run in. Oh, he got hexed. That was a bad idea. Should have activated his BKB. His team is just standing there.
Wow.
Would he get away? He is going to fight that off. Magnus gonna come in. He's gonna use his ulti. Not much is happening because mainly that Seven was doing all the damage, and once he's down, that was the mistake that the DotA was waiting for.
Yeah.
Now they can go ahead and push for that tower and hopefully trying to down that rack as well.
Did Sven intentionally run into that? I wasn't. I was watching.
I guess he forgot about the lion's hex, and he BKB'd a bit too late. He was waiting. I guess he was trying to maximize the time of the BKB, but didn't work out too well for him or his team.
Yeah, I think those illusions then they really sort of won them the fight. Because he sent his illusion up along past their ward top lane and they all got distracted by it, thought they could get an easy kill, and then they main damage output, their carry.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
So all of the team has buyback. Hopefully they can force a buyback from the Radiant, but otherwise this tower and this rack is gonna drop for sure.
No, I don't think anyone has buyback gold.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack. Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
And again, we see a massive dip in the graph towards the DotA. They are ahead by 6,000 experience point and almost 7,000 in gold. So they got that rack. So, you know, unless the Radiant's gonna push back, this game gonna be over very soon because those creep are gonna get stronger and stronger, and the gold you get from them is gonna be halved. So whoever's gonna farm mid is gonna be that well off as well. But as you can see here, Savan just clearing them so fast.
Doesn't even think twice about
Doesn't
it.
even care. You can have the racks. I don't care. Look like the DotA is gonna go for a top racks.
Yeah, I think Radiant's after their counteracts. Even up.
So I guess this time
Even it up a
Savan
little.
Savan need to get that BKB off way before he gets hexed or disabled.
I mean, they could have kept Keeper of the Light go back and left Razor or another player to just push, force them back through like almost top lane racks, and just had Keeper of the Light force back.
At the moment, you know, apart from that that mana leak, Keeper of the Light couldn't do much at all against the Radiant. But here we go. Savan's BKB ran out.
Place.
And that slide
But he
is
seems to have
going
just
to get
shrugged it
away.
off.
He's committing, not a very good move. Now he's gonna go down. Oh,
Oh no,
He
Jolly
got
Great,
hexed.
but I don't see him getting out.
I don't think he's gonna get away. No, he does end up falling.
And
That Razor's gonna go down as well. He
That's
bought
what's going-
back. He bought back, but he's not gonna go back and help his team. He's gonna go top and trying to defend that top tower.
Yeah, we're
But
gonna
that Razor is still holding a BKB.
Zapped your ass.
So taking a look at the
Yeah.
graph now, over 10,000 in XP difference and 12,000 gold difference.
Oh wow, it is. It's just
Razor is so far ahead, 20 kills, 3 deaths, 12 assists, followed by Savan, which is sitting on 12 with 6 kills. The more the Radiant make these mistakes, the more stronger Razor's gonna get. Because at the moment he has, you know, his blade mail, which is gonna deter Savan from hitting him.
yeah. He's built completely defensive because he knows that with 3 melee opponents, he's going to be able to get off a decent duration static link. Doesn't need.
And even now you know, Razor has a Daedalus flying towards him. Look like they're
we
gonna
can see
engage.
Magnus ult,
We'll
yeah.
see what happens here. Magnus is gonna
Yeah,
ulti,
Magnus ult out.
catches 2 hero. There we go. Savan picks one off, pick 2s off,
Wow.
rampage. Team
that
kill.
Magnus
Team
ultimate just-
kill.
That Magnus ultimate just set
Wow.
him up and he knocked him down.
Now it's a very good time for them to try to push back mid instead of, you know, I guess Magnet could push up top lane a bit while Savan go to mid. Buyback from Razor though.
Yeah. I
So
don't
he
Razor's
did end up losing
defensive
that
items.
Aegis.
Razor's defensive items didn't help him out too much.
Again, Razor has a Daedalus going out for him. He's gonna do massive damage as well as soon as he gets that Daedalus.
Yeah, he will. But I mean,
they should really go for that Rax. I don't know why they're going top.
Dire's top tower.
yeah. Well, I mean, 3 of the 5 heroes are Magnus ult. Might be just.
It's a really good time for Dazzle to pop down his ult and get his team's armor up as soon as possible before the fight started, because it does take a while for those armor to kick up. Jakiro got static linked. At the moment, Razor's sitting on 300 damage with that Daedalus.
Benzalbine.
So that
he's
does hit.
completely out of mana.
So then no mana at all. Looks like Jakiro's gonna get picked off. Magnus has no mana also. He's gonna be forced to push back. That's a really big mistake the Radiant cannot afford to make.
We have a push down bottom lane from Nihana. See if the light's gonna deal with that. Attempt made in vain to get a.
We haven't seen much action from this bounty hunter. He's been sitting on the same item for the last probably 5 to 10 minutes. You know, he does have that assault curious, but it's pretty useless if he's not with his team. Like, the would really benefit from it if he actually sticks around in the team fight and it's track for the extra gold as well.
Under attack.
Well, I mean, when
Are
do you think of assault curious when they already have the huge armor box?
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Reckon it's a worthwhile investment? The negative armor.
You know, I reckon he would be better off with a S&Y and a Desolator. That would have been so much better for him than an Assault Curious, because he's not the one who's getting hard hit. Like it's Sven. Like if he's getting for his team, fine, that's fair enough. But he's not their mage of the time, so it kind of just deters, like it defeats the whole purpose of getting an AC when he's not there in team fights.
Yeah.
Because his main role is to go around and gank people and just pick people off, but you know he's not doing that also. But you know, I guess some of these players are just starting off. But next time, probably be better off with the Desolator or something to keep his HP up, because he is sitting on only 1300 HP.
Yeah, I mean an Illuminate and a Lion, a bit of magic damage from Lion, that armor is.
And we can see here Rosh is almost up. And he is up. So I think they're gonna go for Rosh and then trying to finish the game. They already have 2 racks, only 1 more to go down the bottom, and you know the creep wave is pushed pretty close to the tower. All they need to do is just all swarm down there, force the fight, for the Radiant to make a mistake, and it's game over.
Yeah, team wipe now will definitely.
So both team are gonna go trying to die for the throne.
They might come find the Radiant, perhaps.
So we can see here the Dire don't know what they want to do. They are considering engaging. They did consider going for Rosh though, but until these guys just ruined their plan,
Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
they are going to engage.
Oh, there's an ultimate from Magnus again. That's a.
He just totally missed there as well.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. Sven's be all by himself. He's getting trained by Razor and found by Keeper of the Light.
Looks like he is going to get away though.
Lada's got himself a kill.
And he's gonna go down.
In the meantime, the creeps in bot and top lane.
And now we can see massive wave on bot.
I mean,
Ben just trying to pick it up.
I mean, I'm not sure they chose then to push. I mean, they had a better opportunity but I suppose they just went with what they had. Seemed like they just went for a last-ditch effort there. Get mid-town.
Yeah, you know, his teammate could have been a distraction while he downed those barrack. But you know, we can see smoke ganking could be very effective as well. As you know, both team no wards up. They could so easily pick off some of the hero off guard if they, you know, roam off too far from their base. But we can see here, Seven, his ulti is up. He got Hex. Now he's gonna get telekinesis. Done the team. Did not pop his ulti there, which was good.
Yeah, it
We
looks
see
like a
Coddle
few have
here.
peeled off to deal with the. They've lost Sven and Dazzle, so definitely don't have the advantage.
So
There's
Coddle
a
is just
Coddle
trying to keep
bind.
the pressure up. Here they're actually multi-pushing. They're trying to get as many much pressure on as possible.
I think at this point they try and keep let the Rax lanes keep pressure, help and hang around. I mean, they could probably go Roshan now if they wanted
But
to.
the DotA is leading with 15,000 gold experience as well, so you know, major advantage for them.
But it was that allowed them to buy.
Even the Coddle has the $4,000 gold in his bank, so not spending it, doesn't know what to use it on. Just trying to keep the pressure up.
Hopefully
There we go. We might see an engagement here.
Magnus. He's gonna skewer them all back.
He's
and
gonna
hopefully
skill
Sven will
7,
cleave
he's
through
gonna
them.
pop them all off.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
There we go. That's what happened when Magnus gets.
That's
his
the
ultimate,
mistake
right.
that they have been waiting for. Now they can just go for
they don't all
rush.
just. I don't want to see them all just train this guy and let their.
Someone need to go back and defend that base and counter push. Now let's look at the buyback chart.
Oh, Jakiro should have an. If he can drop his ult. Yeah, he might have to drop his ult, but it'll be worth it.
There's gonna. So they force buyback from 4 players.
Oh, that's where all the extra gold.
Be a very good time to be. Looks like they're gonna go for that Roshan. Are they gonna get picked off? That Dazzle looks like he's not in a very good position there.
I think Dai is gonna go.
Looks like Dai is gonna go for this Roshan. And Radiant have no idea what is going on. If this Roshan goes down, it could be game over. All they need to do is just dive for that throne.
Razor with buyback. With Vegas.
Has fallen to the dark.
Fatality.
They leave the cheat? Maybe.
So someone does end up leaving his BKB. Game of tower defense now for the Radiant.
You seen this big golden circle, alright?
Yeah, I do. We don't see that in game though. That's the timer for Roshan.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So it's just
okay,
like a
I
little
get it.
clock. Yep.
That's awesome.
I thought the same thing too when the first time I was watching a cast. What's that golden thing? How come I don't see it in game?
Yeah. That'd
Now
be really
here we-
convenient to have in game.
We can see some action here down in bot. They're probably gonna force this push. Hopefully go for that throw and trying to finish the game. This game has been going on for 1 hour. And my throat is starting to hurt.
Yeah, I can imagine. I think you've been.
lines having that ward up. Both teams are going to play very carefully. They don't want the same thing to happen as last time where Seven just wipe out the whole team.
Magnus has his ult. Okay,
Very strong at the moment. We're looking about 600, 650 damage from Seven without crit.
Really... Dire's learned. They've baited them right out of their base. Just this mid, like they've gone so far out now. Mid lane
and they're all
top
split
lane
apart as well.
gonna...
Magnus is gonna get. They're gonna try to pick off this Rubik.
Radiant's middle tower.
Rubik's just been abandoned by us.
This Rubik is gonna go down. Look at that 551 crit from Seven.
This poor Dazzle is trying to hold off
The whole team.
2 racks lanes.
All you need to do is just bring him into the fountain. He should be okay.
Well, Radiant is
instead of
definitely committing to this.
yeah,
Razor's gonna take advantage.
Razor's gonna come in and try to finish off the game. He's saying that this game has gone far too long. I need to finish it off.
Fallen.
He can afford to be, right click right down because he does have that Aegis. He does not care. Just going for that tower. Looks like it's gonna be GG.
Radiant's middle tower.
Fortunately,
And is getting recalled by his teammate.
yeah, well, the Radiant
No,
did just...
not recalled.
None of them had TPs though.
So let's count structures. Only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 structures left in the whole base, including the 2 Raxes. I guess the only thing that the Radiant could do now is trying to keep the balance with mid lane, push as far as they can, so if the Dire does make a mistake, they can just go straight for the throne.
Yeah, well,
Because
I mean,
yep.
the whole team's used back last time, and I imagine Razor has back before that. So, is it a maximum of 2 backs per game?
I don't think there is a maximum buyback, but
it's the timer on it.
the cooldown is sitting on about 20 seconds per player, and that Lada does not have enough gold for a buyback. So, their buyback is about 10 seconds away. So they do have the money. Actually, no, they don't have the money to buy it back. Razor's only sitting on 2,400 gold. If he gets killed, it's going to be really bad because he's not going to have enough money to buy back.
Where is it that you can see the back cooldown?
If you click on the top left bar, you can see buyback status.
Oh, buyback status. Okay, so the majority of their team doesn't, so they can get a team wipe here.
If they get a team wipe, it's going to be really bad. But we do need one player behind to actually
Look at this stack up.
hold off the push.
Then mate, if you wanted to get some kills there.
Radiant's Ancient is under attack.
So here the Ancient is getting attacked.
I think they're trying
Did
to
lose some HP.
They're trying to draw attention off bottom.
Yeah. So what they're doing is just a multi-pushing, keeping the pressure up, so Razor can just go on and just bash at that Ancient.
Yeah, they're trying to spread them thin, so when they do get on them.
Even Slaughter is not that big, but he does have that that blade mail. But Seven is gonna pick him off. So all he needs is a stun. 4 seconds. No, not gonna go
Razor
for it.
killing the Ancient.
Razor, here we go. Razor's killing the Ancient. Chikiro,
They've dropped.
pop his shivers.
They really
And he's
gonna
gonna
run
ice him.
around.
And it's gonna miss. Seven's there. Actually use his ulti. Now, 50-second cooldown. Perfect time for the Dire to try to finish this. Especially with Magnus, he has his ulti up, but without God's strength, isn't much effective at all. Here we go. Oh my god, did you see that? His ulti just got deterred. by Coddle.
Attack.
I'm sorry, I was looking at Razor trying to Rex the base.
Radiant's ancient.
Look like this. There we go.
We have a Magnus ult and nothing to follow.
Radiant's ancient is under
Look like it's gonna be GG.
Yeah,
Radiants are fortified.
having to defend two structures like this. Got no defense on their backs anymore. Oh no, they've been scared off. It's still there. You have a keeper with a light auto attacking it. Razor is in and out trying to damage on their ancient. But they're actually doing quite a good job of they're keeping their eye. Magnus might be looking nice. Kill. There's just the two of them. Their teammates are back. And there's a skewer, but get far off. Razor is going behind their backs and is take that ancient again. And with only Jakiro here, I'm
Radiant's
gonna got two falling back. Magnus all by. Oh, we might see a hex and a stun here on Sven.
victory.
Oh, there we go. Done. Alright, Alright, this was what? There's a YouTube channel, DotA is hard, that... Shout out to Liz. Yeah, this is a DotA is hard in-house. I think there's a Facebook page and a YouTube channel for it. Yeah. Those, I think the tweet